we've smashed it. Early on, we were doing 20% month on month or more, like consistently for quite a long period. It was incredible.
Basically, just the intention of this interview is just to talk about our journey together with marketing and cake. And so cake is basically, targeting a later stage and startups across 5 different countries now in the software space. So tell us a bit about your business and where you guys are now.
Yeah, so I suppose we're it's like early scale up stage. We've done that first phase of trying to find that early product market fit, and we've got 1,500 happy customers, and things are really firing. So it's I guess it's good times for us at the moment, and we're currently in the process of going from being, I suppose, an Australian focused startup to a global startup. So it's a pretty wild ride.
And you guys are just looking at raising soon too, I hear.
Yep. So we've done a couple of rounds already. We did one round last year, the beginning of last year, and just raising again in the next couple of months, hopefully, to fund the next phase. So yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And like before we came on board, like what kind of numbers were you doing before? How was the business structured before?
Well, I started off just doing like whatever. I found like hand-to-hand combat. So we just had like a fractional sort of CMO. And then I think you started then, and we were like, we didn't have any marketing, I don't think. Aside from more or less just like we had set up some partnerships. So I think right at the beginning, one of the things that we did well was we went out and we got partners, and we were working with their networks to bring customers in. But it was the absolute very beginning of any marketing activity for us. Yeah.
I think at one of the events you were trying to describe what I do, because it was kind of like this sync between marketing and growth and sales. And
I didn't even know what was going on at the time. Like I remember someone was teaching me what the pirate metrics were, and like I'm trying to work out like, oh, okay, well, looks like our sales customers are coming from here, and our marketing sort of says they're coming from here. We're still trying to work out like the absolute basics of like a growth engine, what channels we were running experiments on all the different channels. We didn't have landing pages. We didn't have emails to follow up. Like we didn't have content. Like it was very basic, very scrappy.
What kind of impact did you see, kind of the activities that we were doing on cake from where we were and where we are now, kind of thing?
So what did we started off with? Facebook, I think, or did we start off with outreach?
Yeah, we started off with Facebook and outreach.
Yep. And I think this was this before we were a SaaS? One of the big benefits was, I guess when you're brand new, no one knows about you. And you can't ring, or you could ring everyone, I guess, but like, I don't know how long that would take, and it wouldn't be very fun. So, I think one of the big benefits was just helping like a much greater volume of people to be aware of cake. Like awareness is so hard in the beginning. We didn't have an email list. We didn't have any Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram followers. We had none, 0, more or less, and so you were able to make sure that people knew about us. There was emails going out, there was Facebook audiences being made. And now, like our community started building. Then we had an email list, and then we had LinkedIn followers, and we had Instagram followers and Facebook followers and all that stuff. So before, I think you were instrumental in building a lot of that.
How would you compare your brand to like other SaaS companies in Australia? Like
a Sydney VC said to me the other day that only eucalyptus could be in the same category of brand as cake, which I was shocked to hear. And I have no real strong opinion on that, but I am certain that we have an incredibly strong brand, which is, has multiple components. It's the visual aspect of it. It's the people and the energy that we bring, and it's the reach that we have, all combined, I think. Yeah.
And how did you see basically the MRR grow over time, working with us with like that growth engine, working with the branding, the leads coming in, signups coming in, emails, all cannons firing?
Yeah, it was great. We've smashed it. We've had like early on we were doing 20% month on month or more, like consistently for quite a long period. It was incredible. And then the second year again we had unbelievable growth, not as high as the first year, but that sort of makes sense because we weren't coming from zero. But like we had an unbelievably good year last year as well. So we've been very successful, I think, with our marketing. Which you've played a big part of, yeah.
Appreciate that. Definitely have to slip you some $50 notes for giving you some of those plugs.
No, it's true, mate. It's been good. And like one of the best things that you did for us, I think, was that you just got done whatever needed to be done. Like you're really autonomous. You solved tons of different problems. And you seem to be always learning and very, very dedicated to your craft, but also to our success, and that was really vital, I think. And I think if you had left like during the first year or whatever, like, I don't know what we would have done. Like, I think we would have been screwed, so your commitment was vital, and we really felt like we could trust you. So yeah, it was great.
That's amazing that the brand's at that level where people can say things that about you at events and things like that.
Well, I've experienced that a bit. We did it all digitally as well. So we did all that national brand work, community building work, and I forgot how little travel we got to do during that whole period. And now I'm going to these events and like, there's some intense awareness and appreciation for what we're doing. It's so nice and a bit shocking, to be honest. Like, I'm not used to it, and it's cool. But now we need to do it globally. So I think over the next few years, the aim is to have just this incredible network of startup people all over the world. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty wild.
I do remember getting hired, like I think it was during one of the first lockdowns in Brisbane. So it's definitely a risky play. No one knew what was going on. It was all just like a lot of digital knife fights.
No one could do sales anymore. No one could do BD or travel, and everybody just jumped online and just started working it out. So yeah, that was pretty lucky for us as well.
Appreciate it. Well, yeah, look forward to catching up, and we'll end the interview there.